My name is Tim Murphy, and I am on the faculty in the Division of Infectious Diseases in the Department of Medicine. And I'm Senior Associate Dean for Clinical and Translational Research and Director of the Clinical and Translational Science Institute. Let me do it this way. There we go. And so I'm going to talk to you, in the agenda says clinical research, but I'm really going to talk about clinical and translational research broadly. And one of the main things I'm going to do is give you resources or give you ways to access resources, and kind of like taking the theme that Ray took, access them. There's a lot of help around, and this is what we like to do, particularly in the CTSI. So just very briefly to tell you what the CTSI is. So I'll start with the building that I'm sitting in right now. This is the Clinical and Translational Research Center, which sits on the top of the GVI, the Gates Vascular Institute, a Kaleida Healthcare building. The CTRC is UB owned and operated, and it's the hub of the Clinical and Translational Science Institute, which is funded by an NIH grant called the CTSA, the Clinical and Translational Science Award. And then we have formed a consortium, the Buffalo Translation Consortium, which is 19 institutions, health scientist schools of UB, all of our clinical partners, research institutes, and important community partners. And the CTSI provides, through the large NIH grant and through lots of institutional support, resources to help you with your clinical research. So our website is buffalo.edu/CTSI. We're linked all over the place to the School of Medicine website. You can get back and forth easily. But if you're looking for help, I encourage you to go to our website and hit service requests. That red button in the upper right is on every page of our website. And what you get is this, and these are our cores, which includes bird biostatistics, epidemiology, and research design. That's our most popular one that we get consults for, to design your studies, to analyze your data, and so forth. And if I've heard biostatisticians talk, they say, contact them earlier than they think you need to. Community engagement, if you're looking for community partners for your clinical research, very important part of clinical research if you're going to be successful in NIH funding and so forth. Recruitment, that I'll tell you a little more about in a second. We have a Center for Biomedical Imaging here in the CTRC, and lots of expertise. This is a powerful translational research tool nowadays. 2 MRIs, one for humans and large animals, one for small animals, and a PET CT for humans and large animals. A tremendous workforce development program, lots of educational programs overseen by Margarita Dubokovich related to clinical and translational research. You get lots of emails about the programs that we offer. This one, clinical research facilitation, connects you with our clinical research office, a centralized facility at UB. Any question you have about clinical research, you're looking to find help for your IRB, regulatory issues, where to go to connect with people, go to this one. These are our, in a sense, our facilitators, and they will help you, or if they can't, they'll tell you how to get to places that you help. We don't have laboratory core facilities, but we can help you find the right lab core, the core facilities. There's a great pull-down menu in the School of Medicine website. We have one as well, and we'll help you find the right core facility for your work. And then biomedical informatics to help with your, it's a great resource in terms of data mining and creating databases and getting help in informatics related to your work. And if you're not sure where to go, do this one and you'll get an email. It'll come to 3 or 4 of us, and we will connect you with the right resource or contact you and so forth. So again, I would encourage you to access this. The other thing that the institution, along with the CTSI, the institution being all of the university and including the School of Medicine, is pilot studies in translational research. So every year, $600,000 in pilot studies are made available to our investigators, and we award 12 or 13. In fact, if you go to this, you can see who's gotten funded for the last, since 2010, we've been doing this. And I would encourage you to access this program as well. We encourage young investigators to partner with established investigators to apply for pilot studies, and we kind of give priority to junior faculty in that regard with projects. One of the main criteria for a pilot study, to win a pilot study from the CTSI, is tell us your path to how that leads to bigger funding. That's what we want. We're trying to help you get your first national funding and so forth. And so we want to see how the work you're proposing in your pilot study is going to get you there, whether you're junior or senior. That's one of the key criteria. And in the RFA, there's always a very clear outline of what we're looking for in the pilot studies. And we fund a broad range of things related to translational science, and we support both junior faculty and senior faculty. Recruitment assistance. So if you are looking to develop a recruitment plan, for example, for your grant that you're writing, or your grant is funded, you're just got a contract, or you know, you're set to go with industry funding, then you're looking for a recruitment plan, I would encourage you to go to this button that's right on our homepage, and it'll bring you here, which lists each one of these is this is our toolkit. Each one of these is a resource that works in different ways for different studies. And each one of these is clickable, so you'll learn more about each one. But perhaps the best way to do it is ask for individual recruitment consultation. And our recruitment specialists will talk to you, meet with you. Now we're meeting virtually, of course, and help you develop a recruitment plan that a lot of times will involve a number of these things that are listed here. For example, the Buffalo Research Registry is a local registry of people in Buffalo who have agreed to be contacted for research. Right now, it's about 6,000 people and growing rapidly. It's been particularly useful for people who are looking to find normal controls. Like we have people, a lot of our investigators may have, they follow a whole group of people with a particular disease and they're studying them and they need age-matched controls. That's a great resource. It's helped a lot of investigators in terms of identifying the right controls, if you will, because we have lots of, healthy volunteers in that one, and also people with underlying illnesses as well. Research Match is a national registry that's very powerful also in terms of identifying people for clinical trials. Now, the last 3 slides, I'm just going to show you 3 links, and I think I'm happy to share my slides to these, and you're probably going to find these in other places as well. When you're preparing your grants, writing your grants, Sponsored Projects is who you want to contact with. They will connect you with you're preparing your grant application. They open your grant submission for your R01 or whatever grant you're writing. You want to develop a budget. They'll help you develop a budget, and they'll help you in terms of compliance and so forth. A lot of departments will also have help in this regard, but it's good to contact Sponsored Projects early on to make sure you know what you need to come up with for your grant. And I'll give you one piece of advice. I'm not going to have time for too much more advice, particularly for junior faculty. When you're writing a grant, have a well-developed grant done 6 weeks before the deadline. Share it with people, other experts and other institutions. Share it at UB. Ask them to critically review it. Give them 10 days or 2 weeks so you can get it back, so you have time to revise it in response to those critiques, and that'll make your grant so much better, and it'll increase your chances of funding. So if you remember, two things that I say. One is buffalo.edu/CTSI, and the second is get a draft of your grant done well in advance so you can get feedback on it. The Office of Research Advancement is an excellent resource, particularly this proposal development assistance. I would encourage you to contact them. They can help you in some ways and refer you in other ways. And then finally, this is actually quite a nice link. This is on the Vice President for Research and Economic Development page. And it has lots of different resources as well, particularly early on where you're trying to learn the lay of the land. This is a good place to go. So I see my 10 minutes is up. So I'll stop here, and happy for you to contact me, and I can answer questions and help you get connected.